Hey guys, so today I am doing a collab video. This is with Amy at Nail Polish 90, Holly at Miss Holly Berries, this is Honora at Zen Network, and Amanda at Fashion Footing, so I will list everyone's channels down below. The theme of this collab is most underrated polishes, so it's polishes that we really love, but they don't seem to get as much hype as others in the polish world. I have 6 polishes to show you, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the mainstreams first. The first one is from Glaze, and I feel like I only picked this because it's getting to be Halloween time, and this is Don't Let the Dead Bite. This is from their Halloween collection 2 years ago, I think. This was like my favorite Halloween collection ever, especially considering this year is like a big disappointment full of permanent shades just stuck into a collection. I'll talk about that when I get to it. But this was the best Halloween collection. I feel like everyone either really loved this one or really hated this one, and I loved this polish in particular. This is like a light, slightly pinky skin-toned color with these red metallic glitters in it, like small red metallic glitters, and it really does look like a zombie bite. Like if you had someone my skin tone and they bit into their arm and there were teeth marks, it's like this, that's what this would look like. It's really cool. I thought it was a really unique idea, and I thought it translated really well into the polish as well. And this is a little bit of an older polish, but you can find this on Amazon. The next one that I have is from OPI, and this is Your Beige. This is from the soft shades from 2015, I think. And this is another polish that I talk about a lot, but I feel like I don't hear anyone else talk about it a lot. And this is a very sheer, not meant to get completely opaque, like slightly off-white color. 3 coats on its own, and you can still see the nail line, but I really, really like it. I've probably said this a million times, but what I like about this is that it covers evenly. Those sheer polishes I think are beautiful, and I feel like I don't see a lot of people wearing them just because we have so many other options with nail art and other colors as well. It just seems kind of weird to just wear a sheer light color like this. I think they look amazing. They make your nails look really nice, and your like around your nails look really clean. I really like them. But the problem is that if they're streaky, then they look terrible because it's hard to get them completely opaque. You'd need like 4 or 5 coats. And if it's streaky, you have to keep adding coats on to try to even it out, and it's just a mess. So the only way that these polishes work is when they cover evenly, and this one does, and I really, really liked this. Like I said, it's a slightly off-white, so it's not like it blends into a skin tone. It's meant to look considerably lighter, but I like the way this looks. The last one that I have for mainstream, I only have 6 polishes, is from Zoya, and this is Seraphina. This is really, really cool. It's really hard to describe. It's a silver, but it's almost like it's a dove gray with a bunch of silver specks in it, and it just comes off like just bizarre and like super futuristic looking. It's not a metallic, it's not a cream, it's not a like it's really hard to describe what this polish is, but it has a great sparkle and shine to it. Just looks like some kind of weird futuristic silver on the nails, and I really, really like it. The next polish is from Superchic Lacquer, and this is from their holiday collection last year. It had a bunch of texture polishes in it that had those little diamond crystals in it. The first round of polishes with the diamond crystals in it I did not like. I liked them as toppers. I didn't like them on their own, but I thought they were kind of difficult to just like figure out what to do with. But these were like full coverage on their own texture polishes. They had a bunch of silver glitter in it, the tinted base, and then the little diamond crystals. And this is Captured Teardrop. This is the lighter blue from that collection. I didn't like these bottles. The original Superchic bottles I really, really liked. Let me see if I can have one. So this is an original Superchic lacquer bottle. You can see they're square on the bottom, but they have this really cool faceted design to them. I really, really liked these, but these got discontinued. And before Jen went into these square bottles, she did a little trial with these circular bottles. The only collection I have with these, I believe, is the holiday collection from last year. I didn't like these bottles. They were top heavy. I don't really think they look that good. The squares are much better. I still prefer the original ones, but it's not like she can get those anymore. So that's why this is in a weird bottle. But these are amazing. I love texture polishes. I'm not ready to give up on texture polishes. I have another texture polish in here as well. These were really good, and a lot of people, same thing with the Glaze one. You either love textures or you hate textures. I feel like there aren't a lot of people that are on the fence about them. So people either loved this or hated this. I thought it was amazing. This entire collection was amazing, but this one was my favorite. The next texture that I have is from Crow's Toes, and this one is Bullshit Detector. This is a neon texture polish, and I had been saying for a really long time that I wanted these to exist. Okay, I don't know how long my bra strap was just showing, but I've been saying for a really long time that I wanted neon texture polishes to exist, and Crow's Toes came out with 3, maybe 4. They had this one, and they had like a macaroni and cheese orange and a yellow and a pink. So yeah, 4. because I don't think there was a green. But this is like a ready orange, a neon ready orange, and I really, really like this. It's the neon color, it has the texture in it, and then there's like some slightly holographic micro glitters in there. There's not a ton, just a little bit, enough to give it enough sparkle. I thought this was great. I thought this was a really unique idea, and I feel like it was a little bit of a big deal when it first came out, but I don't hear about it anymore. It's not summer anymore, and textures aren't really a thing, so I'm sure that explains it. But it's one of my most unique indie polishes, I think, that I own. And the last one that I have is from Pinwheel Polish. I really, really like Pinwheel Polish Crellies. I picked this one out because it's one of my favorites, but their Crellies in general I really like. What's different about them versus other Crellies that I've tried is they are very, very sheer. The white base is extremely sheer. So they really have to be layered over another polish because you can't really get them opaque on their own. I mean, you can get them almost opaque on their own in like 3 coats, but not quite there. Which normally, I mean, saying that sounds like a horrible, like, major con, why would you ever want that polish? But the look is so different from Crellies that can be opaque on their own because all of the glitters stand out well. There's just a slight, very sheer, like, film of slightly tinted base over top of them, so it makes them look like they're a little bit under the base, but they're not as obscured as other Crellies would be. So I really like these. I think that they are kind of unusual now in a world where like everybody wants everything as opaque as possible as soon as possible, like in as few coats as possible. But I like this because it kind of shows that they don't all have to be like that. You can put a little bit more work into them and have a totally different effect. So very appreciate these Pinwheel Polish Crellies. This one is Crushed Leaves, if I didn't say. It's a bunch of autumn colors in a slightly Crelly base. I feel like this was completely white, the base, when I first got it, and now it's a little bit tinted, but it's so sheer I don't think it's going to make a big difference. I will link Pinwheel Polish, Superchic Lacquer, Crow's Toes down below. The OPI you can get on Amazon or eBay, the China Glaze you can get on Amazon or eBay, and I believe the Zoya is still on the Zoya website. So those are my underrated polishes. Again, I will link all of the girls I'm doing this collab with down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.